Welcome back to the channel, Hosers. Today I want to show you something I just picked up. This is a 1951 Russian SKS. This one has mostly matching numbers. When you hear the phrase matching numbers, what you're looking for is the stock, trigger guard, mag well, bolt. The bolt will have it here, and then the frame will have it here. So you'll see that this one is all matching except the mag well. My understanding is it's pretty tough to find mag wells that match, only because I guess when they go through the refurb process that they put these 5-round magazines in, which normally in the Russian army they wouldn't have. So this one is in pretty decent shape. You can see it's got the wood stock with a couple chips. This little hole here has a cleaning kit that's supposed to come with it. This one's obviously missing. It just slides in and then pops out. But otherwise, pretty decent shape. It's got a few scuffs, but this one is actually blued. Another thing that you'll hear with SKS is barbecue paint. What some people do is they take that black barbecue paint and just spray it, and gives it a really crappy color. But this one appears deep blued, and throughout the barrel and gas system, it looks pretty good. So I think we got lucky on this one. I bought this one sight unseen. So I was pleasantly surprised when I got it because it's in pretty good shape. I haven't fired it yet. I'm going to do a quick field strip and cleaning. I haven't field stripped one of these in probably 5 years. So bear with me. I hope I remember. Pretty simple. I used to take these things all the way out of the wood and sand down the wood and refinish it. I painted one and then sold it. So bear with me if I don't remember, but the end goal is going to be to get a new stock and to get this this rail cover in. This rail cover exchanges back here and lets you add the ability to put a scope or a red dot. The problem you'll see is with this one sitting so far back, you can't really put a scope unless it has a really short eye relief, and it's pretty tough. I would suggest going red dot or some sort of fixed power prism. Anything with a variable level scope magnification, you're going to find the eye relief just won't be there. At least it wasn't for me in the stock configuration. So to get this in, I'll show you. We're gonna have to grind it down. I have one of my closest friends is a machinist. He said he can grind these. You see these little spikes? They're oversized, so they fit every SKS. And the idea is that you grind them down to fit yours specifically. So they make them oversized so they fit everything. Problem is you really gotta grind this metal down. So he said he would do it for me, but the thing is, every time I go to his house, his wife always really just, you know, makes eyes with me, and she wants to know about the backdoor story. She's always asking, you know, what's backdoor? Can you teach me backdoor? Show me the way through the back door. And it's just, I don't have time for that. That's my buddy. You know, I can't do that. And then on top of that, she's kind of weird. Her name's Catherine, and she spells her name with a C, and I've always seen it with a K, so it just really rubs me the wrong way. So I'm gonna do it myself. I bought a couple files. No clue if these are the right ones, guys. Comment below if you know. I have no freaking clue. It was a combo pack, so I'm gonna freaking grind with each and see which one works best. So let's get started. So we've got a couple dummy rounds in here, so we just clear them. 1, 2. All right, stays back. Put the magazine down, and then you can release the bolts. This little switch right here comes up, and then you just pull it out, and you might have to push forward on the spring. There's a captive spring in here, so you push forward and you pull this out. All right, so we got it. Okay, so then this comes out. Here's the spring assembly, bolt carrier, bolts. The thing you want to watch out with here is, here's your little firing pin. You see that firing pin coming in and out? That's beautiful that it's moving smoothly. These are notorious for rusting. This fire pin will rust, and what will happen is it'll rust in the forward position, And as you can imagine, with the firing pin in the forward position, when it cycles and grabs the next round, it slams forward and hits the primer. That's what you call a bump fire. Basically, the firing pin is stuck in the outer position and it just keeps hitting the primer. It's pretty cool if you're expecting it, but if you're not expecting it, it'll catch you really off guard and possibly shoot the ceiling. So what you want to hear is, you want to hear that free movement, and you could move it easily. So that's nice. I, just to be safe, will pop this extractor out and take the firing pin out and just give it a good cleaning, a proper cleaning, just to make sure. But that's what you got to look out for. That can cause some serious damage. So just going back to this thing, you could see, I don't know if you could see, but look how much we're gonna have to shave off. That's at least well, maybe an eighth, a 16th of an inch, but we're gonna have to shave a little bit off with the sander and the file, but we'll get there. And then this will just take its place, and you could put your, yeah, we've got quite a bit to go. It might not be the length, it's just the 45-degree angle needs to be trimmed down a bit. This has to slide in. So the idea is this slides underneath the rail. So that's what we'll have to do. All right, so next, going from memory, I believe this little, this sight is adjustable. You see it goes up and down for open iron sights. This little piece right here, I believe we've got to raise it up out of its detent. So now that it's raised up, I believe, where is it? Yeah, so this should just come right out. So you see that comes out, and in here is the piston. So what we'll do is we'll clean this piston, but the piston basically goes in here, gas hits it, cycles the bolt. So you got to clean that out. Pretty much that's normally all I do for field stripping. If you wanted to go further, you just pop out back here. There's a little pin. This whole trigger mechanism will pop out. The trigger assembly with the mag well comes out, and then this barrel literally just lifts out of the wood stock, and then you've got the whole barrel. But this is all I do for a field strip. I don't need to go further than this. I get to the bolt carrier, the gas rod, the piston, and the gas system. So for me, that's good enough. Yeah, if you are going to change the stock, it's just this little thing right here for, going from memory. I think you just push it, this pops out, and then it literally just lifts out. These screws here don't do anything going from memory. I don't believe this screw down here prevents the barrel assembly from coming out, so don't worry about that one. So we'll put this aside. I'll just quickly show you how I clean this. I'm going to use Ballistol Brake Clean. This stuff is super aggressive. You literally don't need a brush with this. It just you spray it on and the crap just comes right off. So I'm not even going to brush it. I'm just going to give it a spray. Got me. I'm hit. My poor skin. My poor watch. All right. I'm planning on taking it out on Saturday or Sunday, so that's why I wanted to just make sure it's clean. More importantly, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have a problem with the firing pin sticking. So I think it's good enough. I'm not going to punch it out. Maybe I will. I'm not sure. I might just try it out at the range. This one, you've actually got to use a roll pin punch and punch it out. So you punch it out from this side. This comes out. This comes loose, and then you could get to it. So normally the piston runs clean. I've never really noticed a problem with the piston fouling, but I still like to give it a cleaning since I have it out. And yeah, this is clean. The guy who sold it to me told me it hasn't been shot since it's been refurbed, so it looks like it hasn't, so I'm not too worried. All right, to put this back, what we do, So we slide it, oops, we slide this into here, into the gas port. Piston goes forward, this snaps in, and then you lock it back, and I usually just do this. And what you want to do is put it all the way down. It not locks into a little divot, and that's locked. And then this can't come out. Super easy. Next, the bolt. Normally I just, so the bolt catches the carrier like that. You'll see it can only go in one way. Catches like that. Move the magazine. That goes forward. Spring, I don't know if this matters. I always put it curly side first, so that just goes in there. And then all we do is we put our cover back in. So again, this slides in and forward. And as you're pushing it forward on the spring, what you want to do is push that in. So you see it went all the way through. You could see it on this side. And then just push it down to lock it into place. And you're good to go. And then we'll try again with the safety on. This is the little safety here that goes forward. Nothing. So we're good to go, guys. We'll test it out on the weekend. I'm gonna grind this down, and in the next video I'll show you what it looks like with this in and some range time. But for now, that's your simple field strip. Super easy, very easy to take care of. I'm gonna run a snake through it. I just use these flexible, and I'll do that later, and then run a patch through it. But otherwise, super easy to take care of. They have gone up in price lately. I used to buy these for $1.99. Now they're going for $4.50 in Canada. But you know, it is supply and demand, so you gotta pay what they cost. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk later.